All right, you guys, I'm very excited for this video. Um, uh, so today we're gonna be taking a look at the Asmus Toys Hiei. This is a 1/6 scale figure, collectible, and yeah, it's of my favorite anime character, or manga character as well, Hiei, from YuYu Hakusho. If you don't know what YuYu Hakusho is, then you should really look that up. This is an incredible anime. It's not very long. It's just awesome. I love the show through and through every season. Of course, Dark Tournament is the most iconic, and I understand a lot of people kind of remember that the most because it is the best arc, but this figure is just so nice. Asmus did a really nice job. You can tell they really tried, and they really wanted to deliver the best that they kind of could do. I feel like at such a fair price point. This figure wasn't that expensive, and you basically get two figures for the price of one, which still kind of blows my mind, and especially for the quality of these. And there are some negatives, but we're gonna go ahead and get into what I really like. Now, like I said, if you get the luxury edition, and this is the set I have, you get an extra body, and with that extra body you can use the extra pair of clothes that he comes with to have different alternative looks. So the outfit that he comes with in the box is actually going to be the black outfit right here, which is basically just him with his black shirt and of course these pants. Well, not these pants in particular because of this belt, but you get the point. You get the kind of normal, I guess, Hiei look, and you can actually put in the robes. So on this body I have him with the robes and the articulated arms, and well, they're actually both arms are articulated. Should I say the more articulated arms? And I'll explain that. And this body has the more, I guess, aesthetic arms, which are going to be, fortunately, not seamless. I'm not too big into seamless, but they are single jointed arms, but they do have muscle detail right there, which is pretty nice. Let me see if I can go ahead and try to focus. Hopefully my focus is going to work. Yeah, it does work. Okay, cool. So as you can see, kind of has more detail. It's better in person, but on that arm, it doesn't have any bicep swivel. He unfortunately has this ugly kind of pin there, which I don't like, but for the most part they did a nice job. Yeah, the forearms are covered by this cloth wrap, which is actual fabric that you can kind of pull over the peg right there. And this is, of course, soft kind of plastic, and the bandages actually they really do mesh well with the fabric. I was actually kind of surprised. It looks pretty seamless in person. And this Hiei is rocking my favorite head sculpt that he comes with. He comes with three. He has this one with the Jigan eye. Very nice. I love the expression too. He just looks like he's going to do something heinous. And of course I have him wielding the Sword of the Darkness Flame. They give you two swords, which is really cool. And for the Sword of the Darkness Flame, you can actually detach the flame effect. Let me get this to focus again. Hold on a sec. You can actually detach this from the sword like that, so you can have like a broken sword, which is very nice. I love that. And that brings me to another really cool thing about this set, the sword. I am in love with the way they did this sword. Now, they actually did it in die cast, and I'll show you right here. On the normal sword, first of all, it's pretty big, and it has this really cool shape. I always love the way a sword looks. But you can see how shiny that is, and it's actually kind of sharp at the tip. but it's die cast, and it's very weighty. Has nice detail right here at the kind of hilt. You can see that. Really nice. I love the wrapping. You can actually still see, I think, some silver peeking through for the wraps, and it has this kind of cool little pummel, I guess you would call that. And that's really difficult to see. Let me see if I can get that to focus. I really love the sword. They did a great job with this. Oh man, this is gonna be a pain. There we go. So you can see all that detail right there. It has a swirly design in it. They killed this sword, and they even did so on the sheath. We can go ahead and take a look at that. Has a nice little texture detail. It's a hard plastic, it feels like, and it has this red wrap right here, and you can see has a little design on the end there. And the sword actually does indeed go straight through there, so you don't have to use the broken sword to kind of like fake like it's going in there. Like, you can actually put it in, and it stays in there pretty nicely. But when it comes out, it doesn't scrape any paint off or anything like that, even though the sword is, you know, made of die cast. Nice sword, kind of heavy, but not heavy enough where it really weighs him down too much. The Sword of the Darkness Flame, though, on the other hand, is a lot more hefty, and it will kind of weigh his arm down if you're not using the single jointed ones, because the single jointed arms are kind of ratcheted, and they're definitely more strong, but he can definitely wield the weapon. I just wish the hands were a little bit more tight, but you can kind of get it staying like that. I'm going to try to come up with something where his hands kind of grip it a little bit better. But then moving on here, this is a headband look with more of a determined face, a neutral face. Very nice. I love the eyes, and the hair is fantastic. There's kind of like a blue shading. I mean, not blue, I'm sorry, purple. I don't know if you can see that, but it is really nicely done. I love that little bit of effect, because on the animation, you know, his purple kind of highlights, and it's really nice. I love this part. Kind of wish it was maybe wired, but it sits very nice. Wired might have made it stick out a little funny, but it lays pretty flat, very nice. And right here you have Yukina's necklace, his sister. That's very nicely detailed. Very nice. I love how shiny it is. Very cool. The way that they did the robes, very interesting. So coming out here, he does have kind of like a different colored layer underneath here. It's kind of not as red as I would say like in the show. It's a little bit more of a like purple, I guess, but very nice. There's some dirt on there, give it some more texture. And this even has some dirt too, and so does his boots, which looks very nice. I love the kind of dirty kind of look. Makes it a little bit more realistic, I guess, in a way. And yeah, it comes together very nice. Now, this design is very interesting because I don't believe his robes have a split in it. I don't really remember it. I'm pretty sure it's just a closed off robe. But they kind of did this, I guess, for more articulation, and it doesn't look out of place. I think it actually looks pretty cool. So that is interesting. On to one of the negatives, though. So this figure's articulation with the double jointed arms is nice. You know, you get to bring his arms in all the way, and it does have bicep swivel with these swap out arms, and you know, the arms are a little, the double jointed arms are definitely slimmer, so you know, you can kind of get more of a baggy kind of look with the clothes, which is cool when using this. And but the negative is his neck is one piece, but he has pretty good head articulation. I wish you could look up a little bit more, but he doesn't have any ab articulation, which really sucks. You get a little bit of up and down, but that's just from the waist. You get some swivel left and right, which is pretty good, so that's nice. I just really do wish there was some ab articulation. on this on these bodies, and hopefully they kind of fix that going forward. He does have double jointed legs, and they're kind of like on a ratchet as well. Very strong, and his ankle articulation is very nice, especially for a 1/6 scale figure. I feel like very generous kind of ankle pivot, and it's on a ball joint right there connected. You get to put this piece down of the boot to kind of cover that, and yeah, very nice. No toe hinge or anything like that, but the articulation definitely is serviceable, I would say, for a 1/6 scale figure. Very nice. And we're gonna go ahead and get into the other accessories. Right here. So right here we have this yelling head. This is probably my least favorite one. I think they did a pretty decent job with this. I just don't really care for the mouth too much. Maybe wish his mouth was a little bit less wide, but it's okay. Then, of course, for the bodies, you even get you know, the other extra arms, and this is what the double jointed arms look like underneath this body. Get a separate pair for the extra one that comes in the luxury edition, and as you can see, got some bicep and double joints. Very nice double joints. You also get, of course, with his Hiei without the Dragon of the Dark Flame, get a really tiny one right here. That one's just okay. Very transparent, which is cool. This one is much better. Obviously, you get the larger one, and this one actually has a posable wire and actually works really nicely. So that's really cool. You can kind of just wrap this, I guess, around his body. You want to get creative. Yeah. And the wire is pretty posable. Just not really doing the best job, but that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah. Speaking of the Dragon of the Darkness Flame, there's one thing that some people have brought up, which is pretty interesting. Asmus Toys did not give you the option to have a swap out kind of tattooed arm or scarred arm for his, you know, arm, which kind of is a bummer. You know, both of the arms are clean, but he doesn't always have the tattoo on there. So I understand why they kind of left that off, but it would be a really nice idea if they were to give an upgrade pack with some more accessories and kind of give you an arm that was maybe more seamless with a nice tattoo effect. I would really like that, Asmus. Let's see, what else do you get? You get some other hands right here. Let me just get all of them together for you. Here, so these are the normal hands. You just get a relaxed hand. This is kind of like a grip hand, which is pretty nicely done. Another grip hand, but this one, well, this one's more open, obviously. It's like a weapon gripping one. And some closed fists. Now for the bandaged hands, you only get 3 hands, and that is for this open hand for the left hand, and a closed fist hand right here, and then another open hand for the right hand, which is interesting that they didn't give us more, but it's okay. And oddly enough, you actually get an extra little accessory. So I didn't really see this listed. It's in their box of the video, but you get this full kind of sleeve bandage, and you actually just kind of like put it over so you can kind of like hide his arm. And I believe he kind of wears this when he's training the Dragon of the Darkness Flame, and this is kind of like a seal, and I'll show you that, hold on. But if you wanted to put on, this part right here goes first. It's kind of like a spiky piece. Let me go ahead and see if I can zoom that in. It's gonna be pretty hard to show that off. But yeah, you can kind of like hide his arm, and I believe he kind of wears this when he's training the Dragon of the Darkness Flame, and this is kind of like a seal, and I'll show you that, hold on. But if you wanted to put on, this part right here goes first. It's kind of like a spiky piece. Let me go ahead and see if I can zoom that in. So it'd be pretty hard to show that off. and that kind of goes on first. So you would have it like, see if I can do this on the camera, but you would kind of like work that in there and have that sit above, and of course it would be higher up on the bicep basically. And there's also another piece. These are so small. This piece right here, it goes underneath, and that kind of goes where the wrist joint would be. And then there's another piece which I haven't even taken out, and this is like a little tiny seal, which is very nicely detailed, but I believe that just clips on to this portion. And I remember him kind of wearing that, but I forgot exactly what it did. So please comment below if you remember. And that's pretty much what he all comes with. Oh yeah, and also, of course, you get a separate belt piece if you want to have him with the black shirt. Of course, it comes with that too. So you could have him wear that, and that just kind of clips around, goes through some loops, and you can change out that look for the four belt look. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now on to I guess a size comparison. The only thing I really can do right now is show you how small he is for 1/6 scale, which I love that they scaled him appropriately indeed. So let me go ahead and get a similar, I guess, scaled figure. Let me get the only other 1/6 scale figure I kind of have out, human type figure, because I do have Alphonse, but he's pretty big, obviously. But you can see he is shorter than Edward, and Edward's a pretty short figure, but rightfully so. Hiei is shorter than even him. He's a short guy, so that is really nice that Asmus really made sure to get the scale right on Hiei here. And it looks like Yusuke is going to be maybe, well, definitely taller than Edward, as he should be, maybe like around, maybe here from the pictures I've seen. But very nice, Asmus. I really like that you guys scaled that pretty appropriately. So very cool. And yeah. So what do I think about this figure? I think it's great. If you're a YuYu Hakusho fan, or if you know someone who's a YuYu Hakusho fan, definitely try to grab this figure. I believe he's sold out now. The edition size, and let me show you this. I didn't expect this. I've never really bought any figures from Asmus, but so as you can see here, at least this is for the luxury edition. I'm sure there's maybe more for the standard, but I have number 53 out of 1,500. So yeah, I didn't think that there would be that little, but I'm very happy I could get my hands on this. And oh, also, last thing I guess is the base. We're gonna get him off. And obviously the two bodies are the same height. I know I had him obviously on the stand, but same height. He's just kind of standing a little bit more upright. And he can actually kind of stand on his own. You just gotta mess around with the ankles, but very cool that he can stand on his own 2 feet. But you get this stand, which is cool. It just says Hiei right there. Has the YuYu Hakusho logo, and of course it has this like adjusting sort of prong. I don't know if you, oh yeah, you can pull it out. Wow. Okay. Okay, cool. So you can kind of make that a little higher, which is interesting. I like that. Like I said, I don't really have that many 1/6 scale figures. I've seen these stands before, but they are pretty nice, I gotta admit. But yeah, this figure is awesome. I love, like I said, I love the sword. It's very nicely done. I love the Dragon of the Darkness flame effect. I love the clothes. The cloth goods are really nice. They're There's no pleather or anything, so you don't have to worry about anything peeling. Just solid. I think they did a phenomenal job. Mess with that belt and fix that up. I think Asmus really did do a really nice job with this, and I am looking forward to their Yusuke. But tell me what you guys think, and are you grabbing this figure? Are you thinking about grabbing it? Are you interested in Yusuke? I sure am. I'm gonna get them all. And Yusuke is also coming with a luxury edition, which comes with an extra body, so you can have him in his dark tournament outfit, and that's gonna be pretty cool. I guess for a bonus, might as well take my Dawson model, Hiei. Obviously, it's so much smaller. And the quality of Dawson figures, this is a custom kind of robe, is not the best. And the head, the likeness is way better on the Asmus, obviously. You got way more detail, but just the way he looks is far more accurate. I feel like kind of captures the character more, and proportions as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Hopefully this could help you guys out. Peace.